Good morning, Rise and Farm. Um, this is Surviving a Small Town, part 6. Rise and Farm is a slogan I put together when I started the show, Becoming a Farmer, because once the dust of depression, the dust of being stripped away and being repositioned, I woke up one day and felt like I need to farm. I need to learn how to farm and how to build that skill in me, outside of the fact it's ngane and iziningi, and this business that I'm doing is taking its own time, and there's a lot of challenges around building a business in a small town, um, that you go through, but it's necessary. It's a necessary process because it builds your character. It's a necessary process because it gets you rooted in the town. So you can't just get it right immediately. You have to go through the process of learning, failing, starting, stopping, being depressed in the middle of it. It's just the whole process. Pain is part of the game. And I accepted this long time ago. Pain is part of the game. I grew up in the midst of pain, a lot of pain has taught me my main life lessons. So now, masulana in this position, it's another hurdle that you need to go through. It's another step of your life, of your growth, to go through this process. So it's important to kind of know, you know ukuthi ke you are here and this is what you are going through. Important so that masuwazi ukuthi ulaphi, then you know what you need to do to survive the town. Wazi funa ulazi, funa uyazi, you must always be aware of your surroundings, your environment, and where you are in life, in your point of life. Where are you? Kumina, it was, I'm on a different level. I started a business, and I want it to grow in the direction that I want it to grow. But I need to go through this process of building the character that will survive that business or will lead that business in the future. So, so becoming a farmer was a way of saying, I understand where I am. I'm in a small town, and a lot of things that are happening in the small town are around agriculture. But I needed to connect myself to that because at first, I'm a media person. I'm a person that's producing storytelling out there, entertainment, arts and culture. It's my core, it's my passion, it's what I'm here to do. That's what my business is. But then I needed to marry that with where I am. So how can I tell the story of agriculture without me going through the process of agriculture? Right? So that's how I connected. And I started saying, can it to rise and farm? And when I say rise and farm, I started saying, okay, because this is also a defiance, a rebellion of my situation, a rebellion of many people's situation. It has to be an answer of some sort. You need to, as a rebel, the one that says wants bigger and better and out there, you have to go through the process of being a rebel, and understanding what are you rebellious on? What are you rebelling about? Does that make sense? And how is farming a rebellion? When you think about it, we've been crying of poverty and lack for so long when the soil and seeds have been there waiting for us to work the land. So to me, it was a realization, once again, I could either be marrying these two, media and agriculture, into one thing, which I eventually did, or I can see them as separate entities. But to me, it was one of the same. I'm a media personality, or I'm a media consultant, or strategist, or producer, whatever you call me. But essentially, um, in what sector, especially ngoba sengisekhaya, in what sector would that make sense? So what would I be filming? What story would I be telling? What reality would I be living in if I don't tell the true story of that town? And that town, and this town, is rich in agriculture. You are able to move if you really want something done in agriculture space. There's land, you can speak to Amakosi, you can speak to people, you can partner with people, you'll find a way around yourself, and around your goal, you know. So that is how I came about to saying rise and farm, because for me it was a positive take. It was something that came out of my depression. There's something that came out of my transition. It was something that came out as a transformation to self, you know. I then started saying, hey, I'm here. I've got passion. I can tell the story, but how can I tell the story more effectively without it transforming me? So I have to be the one that transforms first to understand the nature or the environment I'm in. So I survived that point by thinking like that, you know. So that's why I keep saying, think positive, know why you are here, so that you don't get consumed by everybody's negative thoughts around your business, you know, around your time, you know, around your space. So everybody's got opinions about everything. But what is your plan is what I'm trying to say. Usuyazibona ukuthi ulaphi, uze ngani, and yini evumayo la. So what are you going to do about that? I'm going to rise and farm. I'm going to learn a new skill that I've never learned, that I never liked. I mean, I'm going to teach myself how to have the discipline of doing that. It's an ongoing process. It's an ongoing process. But I'm not running away from myself. I'm not running away from the situation. I'm accepting, facing it head on, and then dealing with it. I've always been that person. I don't run away from stuff. I stand for it. If I go through issues, no matter how difficult there is, unless there is no winning here, because I also calculate that, is this worth my time? Nah. If it's not, I leave. But if it's something that is of importance to me, and it's difficult and it's hard, then I'm showing up full time, full on, you know. So rising and farming is literally how I married my passion with the environment that I am in, so that I can survive and be on a space where I'm saying, this is me, but that is learning new things. You know, this is me, but I'm learning new things. So it made so much sense to me. And then obviously it's something that I want to promote and I want to share with so many people who might be going through the same process. There's so many people that need to be going home, but they're not going home because they're afraid of being home, because somehow home got distorted. In fact, usukutshontshwa abantu vele mabezokufila in with negative thoughts about you being at home, because that's your center and that's your core. And every single time you go to your core, to your center, you should be able to come out much better. But if somehow in your thoughts of having to go back home, you find it as something that is not something that you want to do, something has happened to you and you need to heal that, because where you come from, you are supposed to go back to rejuvenate. It's your source, you know, it's your source. It's the beginning of everything. It's the beginning of your life, you know. So if somebody has convinced you that home is a negative space, you need to work on that, because even though you are far away and you can make a life there, isosi yako must always be giving you life. And you need to go fill it up or repair it so that it gives you life always.